Well, can you talk a little bit about what it's like working with the other cast members and the director?
Awful.
It's awful, really.
Yeah, it's awfully wonderful.
Oh, see, I see what you did there.
I got Kerry laughing.
Hello, everyone. Ken Hildebrand here, Artistic Director of Gallery 7 Theatre, and I am sitting with Ruthie Mackenzie, who is playing Follie in, is that right?
That's you got that wrong. That's right.
I was scared of getting it wrong. Okay. Ruthie Mackenzie playing Follie in our production of Holy Mo Spew Boy. Welcome.
Thank you. I'm super excited to be here.
Good. Awesome. We're excited to have you here. Now, this is not your first rodeo at Gallery 7 Theatre. Tell us a little bit about your past experience here.
Yes, I seem to specialize slightly in a small place. So the ones that I've done, or I've done a couple, sorry. We did...
Well, sort of.
Sort of. Huh. Not COVID. That's not the name of the place. So, The Tempting Providence.
Yes.
That was Lloyd, who was directing 2020.
It would have been 2020. It would have been the
It
last production.
It was. And then...
Or that stuff happened.
Yeah. And then I did a couple online shows with you guys. We did The Good Shepherd. And
that's right. Right.
It was on Zoom. So it was weird. So, not weird. Different.
Different. Yes. Different.
Good to that.
Because, we're specialized in live theater.
Right.
And then we were forced to do this big pivot.
On Zoom.
And to try and figure out what this new term digital theater meant.
Right.
And I think it was a good learning experience for sure.
We learned.
We
like live.
Yeah. Well, it also gave us a chance to do some shows that don't normally get done. Like, how often do you see the second Shepherd's play being performed in any shape or form here in North America?
Exactly. I'd never heard of it before.
Really?
Well, yes, because I'm a theatre buff and I know so.
Well, we also did, we called them dramatic readings, essentially, the second Shepherd's play, and then we did a stage, dramatic reading of everything. And then, of course, another group took on the Mackers project.
Which was great. I watched that.
Yeah. So learned a lot. And, as a result of that, we're now live streaming a lot of our productions.
Which is really cool. Yeah. Like, you can't overlook that opportunity, which can serve so many people with theatre that often might not have access to theatre or moved away or...
That's right. And you have family that lives across the pond.
I do. I mean, putting on this accent, no. My family are in England, so they miss out on seeing the theatre, so it'd be cool for them to be able to see. It's a bit far from us to come to visit. So
just a quick 8-hour commute. Is it 10? Yeah, I forget.
Another 3 hours of it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. Hopefully technology allows your family to see your show or to see this show.
It is my show.
I know Follie would like to think that. Yeah, for sure. It's very much an ensemble. Can you talk a little bit about what it's like working with the other cast members and the director?
Awful.
It's awful. Really?
Yeah, it's awfully wonderful.
Oh, see, I see what you did there.
I got Kerry laughing. It's really cool. When you think, especially with a small sort of productions, to have such a small, tight-knit unit that's almost trying to create this feel of a family, it very naturally takes on that feel quite quickly. And the cast we have is just really great fun. I can't wait every time to come in the house and I get to hang out with Rachel, like there's a TV, there's Carrie, Laurel, and it's just so fun. And I think that's what's so lovely as well, is that hopefully that transpires on stage as people watch, or just get involved in that fun, but also that sense of community that, we've created a little family. And the other day I was sat there doing nothing, and I was just thought, I'm going to miss it when it doesn't stop. Like, when am I going to see my little family again?
You still have another month to go, so...
I know, I'm trying to milk everywhere else.
Probably not, because I haven't been around much, but we did a photo shoot recently. I just got a chance to observe the crew, and it just seems like there's just a wonderful bond and dynamic and connection that's happening. And that's really such an important thing, especially in a show like this, where it requires that ensemble kind of support and trust and so on.
Do you know, as we were saying that question, I was just thinking of the word trust, because there is a lot, especially when I looked at the script and I saw how much there is to learn and what we need to do is kind of an ensemble together. it's like, oh boy, I really need to trust these guys because it is a ensemble piece. There's not one person that would take the lead. It's a tight-knit group that
Right.
get together
Right.
and just have that absolute security in that, you know what, if I blank or if I'm feeling uncomfortable with something, I can talk to them about it and then we can work through it together. And that's been a really lovely thing that's created even more trust, which means, well, it's quite a scary thing to be like, oh boy, like, we're going to do this.
Yeah.
There's the three of us. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
It still is a comfortable dauntingness, if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that totally makes sense. We've been focusing on the ensemble nature of it, and yet each of the three characters are very distinct and have kind of strange names. Your character's name is Follie.
Yep.
Tell us about Follie. Who is this clown? Who is this?
Clown.
Who is this person?
She is a wonderful character who I found embodies so much of kind of what I sometimes see in myself, but also what I'm kind of learning that she sees. So there are moments when the way she reacts to certain situations or is bossing people around and like, oh goodness, that could have come out of my mouth. And she has these kind of controlling elements sometimes, or just liking that security of knowing what's happening. But like, her biggest drive is to tell the story.
Right.
She loves the story. She loves telling it. I feel like she wants to take people on that experience with her. And that's something that I, as an actor and I like reading, I love the story.
Yeah.
I love the story of the Bible. I love how we listen, like God's faithfulness through it. There's so many aspects of storytellers. For me as a person, are really precious. And then here I see Follie kind of exploring that and the side of the, like, it's so there's a turnstone right. Yes, Follie.
Yeah.
But then sometimes your greatest strength is your greatest weakness. And sometimes, she becomes a little too focused on that. She's not really thinking about the bigger picture or the others, or
becomes a little bit of a prima donna.
maybe a little
over dramatic.
Maybe. But that's not me, right?
No, of course not. Of course not. No, I would never suggest that.
So yeah, it's just interesting to see how she explores that dynamic, and I think there comes a point when she realizes that. And she kind of, and those character traits we probably always have, and as we mature and grow, and as I think Follie matures and grows, you see her kind of learn how to manage that a little better and to not neglect others.
Right.
That kind of thing. But it's interesting. She's so driven and just kind of, gotta do this. And yet there's a line as well. She says that she really needs those other two with her.
And I would assume that some of the comedy comes from the fact that she's so determined that she starts tripping over herself. Not to mention tripping over her.
Do you know what? That bruises we've got from this shit will make this be. Yeah, it's good. It's fun to do a physical show. And again, that trust thing is, I feel like it's a very safe space to explore that. So if you have the impulse to be like, I'm going to do this, you kind of you go with that impulse rather than kind of thinking, just do anything weird. Like maybe, or I don't know, or you think I'm off. It's like, we're going to explore. It's a safe place. And
gotta really,
we can talk about it.
Yeah,
right?
Got to just sort of leave your inhibitions at the door kind of thing, which we hope audiences will do too.
100%.
It is a little bit of a strange, bizarre play. It's sort of a postmodern take on the Moses and King David stories. But it's told with such heart and reverence. I think we've been calling it the reverently irreverent interpretation.
Yeah.
And just to give a sense of the story, it's three traveling clowns that, wherever they can find an audience, they're happy to perform for them these wonderful little stories.
Yeah.
Now, is there a moment in the play that you really love?
No, I'll say this question. Yes, maybe for the wrong reason. I have a couple of moments if I'm allowed to.
Okay, two.
Thank you.
But only two.
Okay. No.
No.
There's one in we did at rehearsal the other day where I'm playing a construction worker and meeting Mo for the first time, the character of Moses, and Guff is in the background being the wonderful Guff that Guff is. And I was just crying with laughter and thinking, this is hilarious. Like, how is such a simple thing of an adult on a tricycle so funny? But the way Lauren does it, we were went to like I was crying tears, and I really hope that they can just come with us on this journey and enjoy those moments where they're like, "Is this meant to be funny? seriously.
Yeah.
And if not,
Yeah.
well, you're being irreverent. So, just to come and let your imagination go, enjoy the story, come on with the characters. I forgot my favorite moment, sorry. So yeah, I love the Duff on the tricycle is priceless. She's brilliant. I think, yeah, Carol.
Oh, no, I was just going to say the play's so fun, and yet it's got some real heart and soul. Is there any kind of theme that really stands out to you in the show?
Home. I think I've been in Canada now for 2.5. Yep. I think so.
I don't know. There's 2 years that everything is just kind of a
It's like
blur.
whatever. Yeah. And the idea of when your family and friends that you've known for 28 years aren't there with you,
Yeah.
and you're in a different culture, in a different place. For me personally, exploring home has been a really big thing. Like, what is home? Is it my soul? Because they're not here now. So how do I create home here when you feel like starting fresh?
So deep.
Thanks.
So insightful.
Yeah, this is my moments of doing nothing. This is what I ponder.
I mean, that's what the brilliance of the play is like about these clowns.
And that
There's a lot of insanity in it, and yet there's this real heart and soul that
and what does for everybody?
Yeah.
We all have home, and what does that mean? And for these characters, and then they're exploring these other characters, and I've had a couple other people talking about just the layers that are within this,
right
that you can explore.
Yeah.
Just keep going, and then you think as well. You bring, our version will be completely different to every other version that's been before,
right?
Because we all have our own home,
Yeah,
and the way that we bring out the characters is also different. And so,
cool.
Yeah, come watch it.
Can't wait.
I'm really
Can't wait.
excited.
Yeah. Ruthie Mackenzie, who is playing Follie in our production of Holy Mo and Spew Boy. Check.
Can I show you something really quick?
Sure.
As I wore these just for this, you might be great.
Okay.
I was like, I probably won't say it, but now I'm here and I should.
That is such a British thing to say. Is crumbs.
Oh, crumbs.
Yeah.
Oh, that and the other one is Jiminy Cricket.
Right.
Like, oh, Jiminy.
Okay.
Anyway,
We're running out of tape.
Sorry. So this is Follie, the Fooner, and Guff.
Oh.
Because Guff is the sheep. Like, she just follows along a bit like the sheep. The Fooner is pig. Sorry, but and then the cat is the one on top in charge of it.
Or so they.
Also, I think. Yeah.
So they think. That's it.